Lamine Yamal, Jude Bellingham and Endrick are three of the brightest prospects in football today. I mean, Lamine Yamal's already won the Euros. But that got me thinking, what would happen if I built the world's best wonderkid team? Well, we're about to find out, as I've created my very own team, and for the next 10 seasons, I'm going to be signing wonderkids only. The goal is to win them as many trophies as possible, help them fulfill their potential, and make them the world's most dominant team. So here we are, guys, season 1 of 10 begins with wonderkid FC. So take a good look at this starting 11, folks, because by the end of this video, it's going to be full of the best wonderkids from all around the world. But unlike other wonderkid videos, we're doing it a little differently this time. We are starting them off in the championship. This is because if we're in League 1 or League 2, the mods aren't out yet, which will allow me to sign anybody I want from those lower divisions. But from the championship, you can sign whoever you want from wherever you want. And in case you're wondering how I'm going to afford all this, well, we've got unlimited amounts of money, 2 billion to be exact. But guys, did you honestly think it was just going to be that simple? This wheel aside of me has every single wonderkid in FC25 on it, and every season I'm going to spin it twice and it will tell me who I'm allowed to sign. So without further ado, let's kick in. The first wonderkid I'm going to be able to sign is going to be Yankuba Minter. I believe he's a right winger. That he is, ladies and gents, playing for Brighton. This is an exciting prospect at 19 years old, 74 overall. And after spending only £8 million on him, he becomes our very first signing of this video. And he slots straight into that starting 11. We will have to meddle around with the formation a little bit just to make sure he fits into this team. But we've got one more transfer to make, remember. So let's get on with it, guys. The first transfer was Minter. The second transfer is going to be Pablo Torre. I believe he's a centre midfielder from Atletico Madrid. I was close, guys. He's an attacking midfielder from Barca, 74 overall at 21 years old. Another exciting prospect as well. And after spending 7.3 million on him, he becomes our second signed player for wonderkid FC, which concludes our transfer window. And he actually fits into the team like a glove. We just need to sort Minter out and we're good to go. And to do this, we're using the 4-2-3-1 formation with the tiki-taka tactical vision. This means that we'll have to convert Minter to a right winger, but once that's sorted, he will absolutely have a starting 11 spot. And whilst I was sorting the formation and tactics out, I was in the process of converting Minter to a right winger. Is he going to go up in overall? Yes, he does. 75 rated. Beautiful. And with that, guys, there's nothing more I can do. So this is how we've got the team lined up for season 1 with wonderkid FC. And honestly, I reckon we've got a good shot of going up first time. Especially if Minter and Pablo Torre have good first seasons, man. They can legit carry this team to the Premier League. And judging by their improvement, they've had a great year. Pablo Torre is 80 overall now at 22 years old. And Yankuba Minter is 78 rated, showing great potential still. But I'll be honest, these stats are stinky, man. Our top goal scorer, Takahashi, with 14 and 1. Oh my, yeah, we definitely ain't being promoted. I mean, the team on paper doesn't actually look all that bad. I mean, we have got a 55 overall player in the team, but surely that won't mean that much. Oh my god, it did. We are 20th in the championship. We barely survived our first season in it. That is horrific, man. I mean, points-wise, we were nowhere near relegation when you really think about it, but 20th in the table isn't good enough. It should come as no surprise that we didn't win the FA Cup either, as we only made it to round 4. And we got knocked out straight away in the Carabao Cup. Guys, don't get me wrong, it has been a stinky first season in charge, but at the very least, going forward, we're going to be adding 2 world-class wonderkids to this team every single year. So I don't think it'll take us long to go from 20th in the championship to gain promotion to the Premier League. Now guys, whilst I've got your attention, if you're enjoying this wonderkid only video, drop this video a big old thumbs up and smash that subscribe button if you're new. So here we are, guys, season number 2 of wonderkid FC. And if I had my choice on where I'd improve the team, I'd defo go for a better left winger than Murdoch. I'd improve our midfield a bit and our defence. I mean, we certainly got the money for it, 1 billion to be exact, but we all know by now it's not up to me. It is indeed up to the wheel. So for season 2, our first signing is going to be Mickey. I swear he's a left winger. We hit the jackpot, ladies and gents. He's a 72 rated 20-year-old left winger from Ajax, only worth 4.8 million as well. But we only had to spend 4.2 million on him to make him our first signing of Season 2. And just like that, our front three is actually sorted. Obviously, Takahashi isn't a wonder kid, but he pulled some numbers last year for us. But we do have one more spin of that wheel to make, guys, and I'd love to be able to improve our team behind our front four, because that's where it needs it the most. But as we know, it's not up to me, it's up to the wheel. So let's see if it's in a giving mood. Oh, that's amazing. Archie Gray. If I'm not mistaken, he's got the highest amount of potential for a CDM in the entire game. I mean, look at him. He's only 19, already 75 overall, an exciting prospect, and he's only worth 10.5 million. But we only had to spend 9 to sign him on a 5-year deal, wrapping up our transfer window. And this is now how the team looks going into Season 2, and I swear to God, if we finish 20th this year, I'll be a little bit worried. I mean, we've defo improved our midfield. Our front four is absolutely phenomenal for the championship. Honestly, the playoffs isn't exactly out of the question. And guys, Season 2 stats look so much better than last year's. Takahashi is our top goal scorer once again, but Mika Gotts and Minter perform way better. And when you look at these ratings, they're bloody good as well. Pablo Torres 83 overall now, Minter's 82 overall, Archie Gray 80, and Mika Gotts 79. We're beginning to get a very good team. And it looks even better on paper, ladies and gents. The question is this team good enough now to get promotion to the Prem? It just might be, as we're in the playoffs alongside Ipswich Town, Sheffield United and Middlesbrough. It's such a shame though, guys. We missed out on automatic promotion by 4 points. I swear if we go out to the playoffs now, that's gut-wrenching. You can't write it, can you? We lose to Middlesbrough 4-3 on aggregate. Oh my God. I don't even care who goes up out of Borough and Ipswich Town. They can both get to heck for all I care. We also surprisingly didn't win the FA Cup again. We made it to round 3 this time. And we got knocked out in round 2 of the Carabao Cup by Southampton. Now, I personally feel like we're just about ready for the Premier League. However, I'd be lying if I said I wouldn't want this defence to be improved just a little bit more before we do get promotion. So in fairness, Middlesbrough actually beating us in the playoff semi-final might have just done us a favour, because this gives us one more year to try and improve our defence, and if we are able to do that, we've got promotion in the bag next season. So here we go, guys. Season 3 begins with the wheel. Who are we allowed to sign? Oh my God, this could be huge. Lenny Yoro, we've got a centre-back. And Lenny Yoro looks like a demon in this game, guys. 80 overall at 20 years old, an exciting prospect, only worth 25 million. And he only actually cost us 25 million to make him our first signing of Season 3. And the team now is slowly starting to come together. We just need a better left back than Bradley. And our promotion this year is all but secure. So as we head back to the wheel, Alejandro Balde wouldn't go amiss. So who are we? Oh, Yusufa Makoko. Oh my God, that's actually huge. He is 81 overall, 21 years old. I'm sorry, Takahashi, but Yusufa Makoko's in and you're out, kid. And after spending 31.9 million, Makoko is our second signing of Season 3 to wrap up this transfer window. And just look at the state of this team now, man. Our front four are wonder kids. Archie Gray's our CDM and Lenny Yoro's in our defence. I'm not being funny. If we don't get promoted this year with this team, there's something seriously amiss. And as we end Season 3, our stats have never looked better. Makoko got 26 and 9, 20 and 1 for our second choice striker, 17 and 1 for Minter, and 10 and 8 for Mika Gotts. And as you can see, our team is really starting to improve now. Archie Gray is 85 overall, Torre 84, Minter 84, Yoro 83, Makoko 83, Gotts 83. We have genuinely got a Premier League team now. I mean, look at the state of it, for goodness sake. Our left back could definitely do with being improved, but we can always hope for the best in Season 4 for that anyway. And I've just noticed we've got an 80 overall goalkeeper in Palatia. I mean, for once, we're not heavily reliant on the wheel giving us a wonder kid keeper. And it's a good job, really, because we are finally promoted to the Premier League as champions. Almost 100 points on the board as well. But let's be honest, after seeing the team, it's about damn time, isn't it? Still no FA Cup, though, as we get knocked out in round 4. But we did make it to round 4 of the Carabao Cup. But we've got to come back down to reality for a second. If we are to survive the Premier League, it's all well and good having all these high-rated wonder kids in certain positions. It's the positions they aren't in I'm worried about. For example, our left back, our centre-back Smith, and our right back De Oliveira. I mean, those are really weak links, especially in the Premier League. Because we're now going to be up against the big boys of England. Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal, City, Newcastle, the bottle jobs. Those teams will tear our defence apart, as he says. So despite how good our front four are right now, we desperately need defenders in Season 4, because otherwise our first stint in the Premier League might just be a short one. But guys, as we enter Season 4 with wonderkid FC, if it is a short stint, at least we can say we're officially in the Premier League. But we are going to have to be insanely lucky to improve our defence, man. To be fair, all we need is maybe a centre-back and we might be sound. But it's out of my hands, guys. It is up to the wheel now. Are we going to get... Oh, no, that's not what we're after. Alejandro Garnacho. To be fair, though, he's 85 overall at 23 years old. If we convert him to a winger, I reckon he can go to 86 overall, too. And the wheel gave us no choice but to sign him, so that's exactly what we did for 70 million. And he's actually a much better winger than Mika Götze, so Mika Götze will be dropped to the bench whilst Garnacho goes to the starting 11. We are also training him to become a left winger, but in the meantime, we've got one more spin of that wheel to make. So let's get on with it, guys. Ideally, a left back or a centre back is what we're after. Oh my god, we've got a left back. Jarrell Hato, welcome to the club, lad. He can play as a left back, a centre back. He's 81 overall at 21 years old. He's literally exactly what we've been after. And after spending 53.3 million, he's our second transfer of Season 4 to wrap up this transfer window. But guys, don't think I've forgotten about Garnacho. His training is complete. He's going to go up to... Oh, you're kidding me. He's actually stayed the same overall. What a bummer. But whilst that might be the case, that's all we can do now for Season 4, as this is the starting 11 heading into the Premier League for the first time. And honestly, I think we're going to do pretty well. I mean, obviously, De Oliveira, Smith and Short are our weaknesses. But when you've got the quality around them like we have, I honestly feel like that will make up for it. I'm not expecting us to get European football, but I'm defo expecting us to hold our own. And judging by the stats at the end of this year, I reckon that's exactly what we've done. Moukoko got 26 goal contributions, 25 for Garnacho, 10 for Minter, 8 and 7 for Pablo Torre too. And man, look at the state of this team. We just need a CDM, another centre-back and right-back, and we are honestly set. But apparently we've still got a long way to go, guys. We are 15th in the Premier League, only 3 points above the relegation zone. How is that even possible with the team we've got? I mean, crikey, I know that we've got a couple of duds in this team, but 15th place, that's appalling. To be fair though, we did well in the FA Cup. We made it to the quarters before United knocked us out. And we made the semis of the Carabao Cup before City knocked us out. Bloody hell, both sides of Manchester knocked us out of both competitions. I think all I can say, guys, is we need a centre-back and we need a right-back. If we can manage to get those positions in Season 5, I swear, we will start winning trophies left, right and centre. But that's only if the wheel lands on a defender, so let's see if that's what it does. Oh my god, we've got Destiny Udogie. That is actually huge. He's 86 overall at 25 years old. We will have to convert him to a right back to fit him into the team, but apart from that, he's a welcome addition to it. And to be fair, we didn't actually have to spend that much either, as he only cost us 70 million. And our defence is looking so much better for it. Jarrell Hato, Yoro and Udogie. I mean, all we're missing now is a centre-back, and we are solid. Are we about to get one, though, is the question. I mean, that's up to the wheel. Are we going to get one? Oh my god, Arthur Vermeeren. We've got a CDM instead. He's playing for Atletico right now. He's 84 overall at 23 years old. He will literally complete our midfield. And he only cost us 48.5 million to sign. And that ends our transfer window, with the team now looking like this as we enter Season 5. And all we need now is a wonderkid centre-back and wonderkid keeper. And our entire starting 11 is filled with wonderkids. Although I'm not too worried about the keeper situation for the moment, because Pelletier is actually half decent. 81 rated isn't bad at all. In an ideal world, in Season 6, we'll get a better centre-back than Smith, but right now, we've got to count our lucky stars. I mean, we got Arthur Vermeeren and Destiny Udogie this year from that wheel, man, and hopefully that will take us out of the relegation scrap and into a fight for the top 6. Okay, somebody needs to explain to me how this is possible. We are 15th once again, even after massively strengthening our team. I mean, how in God's name have we pulled that off? We must have one of the strongest teams in the Premier League at this point, but we just can't get off the ground running. But get this, we've won the FA Cup, beating Man City to do it. So even though we've almost been relegated again, we've got Europa League football next year. We also made it to round 4 of the Carabao Cup too. This team doesn't make a shred of sense, man. How can we do so poorly in the Premier League but do so well domestically? I mean, the stats are looking good. Moukoko's our top goal scorer once again with Garnacho, Minter and Pablo Torre doing well too. I don't even feel like we can pin this on Smith because whilst he is our weakness in the team, he's still 78 overall. That's decent for the Prem. I think next year we're going to use something different. We are going to be using the press instead of the tiki-taka. The tiki-taka is overpowered, just not with the 4-2-1-3. And hopefully next year, if we can add more quality to this team, we can finally get out of the bottom 10 and get into the top 4 where we belong. So here we go, guys. Season number 6. We're officially over halfway through this takeover. Ooh, okay. Nelson Weeper. Is he a striker? I feel like he's a goalie, though. No, I was right the first time. He is indeed a striker. An 83-rated, 24-year-old striker playing for Marseille. I mean, he's definitely not going to get game time over Makoko, but he'll be a very good backup option. And just like that, we have one transfer left after spending 43 million on Nelson Weeper. Now, guys, I've just noticed something. Mika Gotts has returned from his loan move. I sent him out on loan because I wanted Garnacho to get game time because I thought he'd be better, but Mika Gotts is actually 91 overall, whereas Garnacho is 89 rated. So Mika Gotts has now got his place in the starting 11 again, and in actual fact, he's our best player in the entire team. That's mental how that works, man, but we do have one more spin of that wheel to make, and I am praying to God that we can finally get a centre-back. So let's see if the wheel is going to give me one. I mean, I'm not holding my breath. Oh my God, we've actually got one. Zeno DeBast. I'm almost certain he's a centre-back. And I'm absolutely right, guys. He's 84 overall, 25 years old, and he's right-footed. He's literally perfect and exactly what we're after. And he only cost me 50 million to sign as well. And with that, the transfer window's done and our team is basically complete now. All we need to do is get a wonderkid keeper and our entire starting 11 is filled with wonderkids. But to be fair, our keeper's 83 overall now. He's actually steadily improving. So in all honesty, I'm not too fussed if we don't get one. But what I am fussed about is how we do in the Premier League, because now that we've actually got our entire team sorted, if we finish 15th in the Premier League once again, I'm going to be very worried. Well, thank God for that. I've got nothing to be worried about now. We are finally inside the top 10. We're still nowhere near where I want us to be, but this is a damn good step in the right direction. But look at this. We've won our 3rd trophy with wonderkid FC, beating Man City to win the Community Shield. I'm absolutely buzzing, man. What did I tell you? As soon as we sort our weaknesses out, we'll start winning trophies left, right, and centre. But we ain't winning the FA Cup this time as Forest knock us out in the quarters. And we made the Carabao Cup final, but lost to Aston Villa. You're joking me, man. I swear that's the 2nd final we've made and we bottled it both times. As for the Europa League, it wasn't so good. We did finish 16th. I'm pretty sure that gives us playoff football. It does indeed, but we got knocked out straight away by Benfica 3-2 on aggregate. I mean, that's just not good enough, is it? But crikey, you look at this team now and you start to wonder how we aren't winning the Premier League, because we've definitely got the quality in this team to pull that off. I mean, look at these stats for goodness sake. 33-6 for Makoko, 19-3 for Mika Gotts, 50-9 for Garnacho, and 12-4 for Minter. I personally feel like we should be doing better, but in fairness, it wouldn't help if that wheel gave us some serious heavy hitters. I mean, I wouldn't mind a Lamine Yamal, for example, or a Jude Bellingham either. I mean, if we could get these players into our team, I'm telling you now, not only are we winning the Premier League every year, we're smashing the UCL as well. But to be fair, I do feel like I'm being unrealistic with that. We've just got to hope that that wheel gives us players that's just going to increase the quality in this team, and then we can just go from there. So here we go, guys. Season number 7. Who is going to be our very first signing? Okay, Mosquera. I have no idea who that is. Something tells me he's a centre-back, though. And look at that. I was bang on the money. 86 overall, 26 years old. If I'm not mistaken, actually, I feel like he's actually a better centre-back than DeBast. He actually is as well. DeBast is 85 overall, so actually Mosquera is a great addition to the team. And just like that is our first signing this season, as we've just spent 68.9 million on him. And he slots straight into the team like a glove. If the wheel can keep on doing this, giving us players that are better than the ones we've currently got, we're on to a winner. But is it going to, is the question we've got to ask, so let's find out. Okay, who's this? Harry Amas. I believe he's a left back. He is a left back. He's a decent one, to be fair. 23, 80 overall. Nothing spectacular, but he'll definitely do a job from the bench. And just like that, the transfer window's done after spending 28.2 million on Amas. And here is an updated look on the team, ladies and gents. It is looking phenomenal, especially with Mosquera in the team now. And to be fair, our bench is starting to come along quite nicely too. I mean, a couple of more wonder kids added to the bench, and we've got quality to replace the quality in the starting 11. But I feel like it's time to aim higher with Wonderkid FC, man. This year we have to be going for the league title, or at the very least get UCL football. If we don't get either of those, we're going backwards. I am honestly at a loss for words. We finished 10th in the Premier League this year, despite adding more quality to the team. This is actually insane, man. Fulham finished 5th and Burnley finished 8th. How the hell aren't we better than them? I mean, this year we did terribly in the FA Cup. Arsenal knocked us out in round 4. And we got knocked out in round 3 of the Carabao Cup. This is insane to me, man. I don't know where we're going wrong. Maybe it's the tactics. Maybe the press isn't working. I do think something's got to change, because even our stats this year are so poor. I mean, Moukoko, usually bagging goals for fun, only got 16 in 41 games. Maybe from now on we go for wing play and see how that works. I mean, Gott and Minter are 2 of our best players in the team anyway. I feel like at some point something in the team's just going to click, because this team is too damn good not to be successful. But I won't lie, as we enter Season 8, I wouldn't say no to a couple of heavy hitters. Are we going to get one? Oh, we've actually got one! Eduardo Camavinga, but I don't feel like he's actually going to be better than Archie Gray or Vermeeren at this point. Saying that though, I could be wrong. He's 90 overall, 28 years old. He'll cost a fair whack, but I'm not going to say no to Camavinga, am I? And after spending 120 million on him, he is our first signing. And there he is in the starting 11. Despite him being a centre mid, he's not coming up as out of position. I'm going to convert him to a CDM anyway, just to make sure, but I'm dead happy about this signing. But we do have one more spin of this wheel to make, guys, so hopefully it lands on somebody. Oh my god, we've landed on the big one! Jude Bellingham, at last we've got a heavy hitter. I said not long ago I wanted him into the team, and I finally got me wish. 94 overall, 28 years old, the best cam in the game at this point, and now he's going to play for us. And after spending 207.6 million on him, that's our transfer window done. And just look at the state of this team now, man. What a transfer window, by the way. Eduardo Camavinga and Bellingham in the same window. How lucky can we get? And I'm just putting this out there, by the way, we should absolutely win the Premier League this season, man. There's no reason why this team should not be lifting that title at the end of Season 8. But guys, we're at the end of Season 8, and these stats to me do not look promising. I mean, Bellingham is our top goal contributor with only 15 goals and 13 assists, man. We're in for a rough ride, aren't we? I just don't get it. I mean, how can we have a team this damn good and do so average every single year without question? But hold on a second. We finally won the Premier League by 1 freaking point. It has taken us 8 years, but we finally made Wonderkid FC the best team in England. Oh, those stats were so deceiving, man. You would not think with those stats we'd have won the Premier League, but here we freaking are. But we didn't win the FA Cup, as Swansea of all teams knocked us out in round 3. And the Blaze knocked us out in the quarters of the Carabao Cup. You gotta be kidding me. But guys, I'm so freaking relieved, man. It would have been embarrassing if out of the 10 years we didn't win the Premier League one single time. But the good news is though, because we won the Premier League, we're into the Champions League next year. And honestly, I don't even feel like we need to add any more players to the team. I feel like we can just win it outright anyway. But we do have 4 more spins of that wheel. And honestly, I wouldn't mind a Gonçalo and Nacho to join the team, or especially Lamine Yamal. I like Minter, but Lamine Yamal would just be different gravy, wouldn't he? So let's see if that in season number 9 we can finally get Lamine Yamal. Okay. Oh my god, we got someone on par with him. We got freaking Endrick. We actually found a striker better than Moukoko. 91 overall, 25 years old. Boys, I can't believe our luck at the minute. And after spending 150 million to sign him, he's the latest addition to our team. I find it crazy we found a striker better than Moukoko, man. That's how lucky we've just got on that wheel. But can we get lucky once more? I am gunning for Lamine Yamal. Okay, who are we getting on? Lennon Miller. Okay, I think he's a Scottish centre midfielder. Indeed he is. 85 overall, 25 years old, playing for Stuttgart. He's a very solid player, to be fair. He'll be a great addition for squad depth. And after spending 60 million to sign him, that is officially our transfer window done. And here is how the team is looking right now. And I've just this second realised we're basically raiding Real Madrid's old players, aren't we? I mean, there's Eduardo Camavinga, Bellingham, and now Endrick in the team. I swear, Real Madrid are so stacked. correct. But that means my expectations are through the roof this year. I want another Premier League title, and you better believe I want to win the UCL. And guys, it's a great start. We are once again the best team in England. We are the Premier League champions. In more convincing fashion too, 4 points clear top of the table as opposed to just 1. And we've won the Community Shield, so that's trophy number 2. We still can't win the FA Cup again as we got knocked out by Watford in the quarters. And they knocked us out of the Carabao Cup as well. Are you taking the mick? But the good news in the Champions League, we've smashed the league stage. We finished top of it for the first time in FC25. We also beat Napoli in the round of 16. We beat PSG in the quarters, but lost to Club Brugge in the semis. Are you taking the piss? How do we beat PSG but don't beat Club Brugge, man? Nah, FC25, you're broken, mate. You're just broken. You're telling me that this team somehow doesn't beat Club Brugge? Nah, EA, you're off your head, lad. But I'll tell you who else is off the red. Jude Bellingham, 43 goal contributions in 58 games for a central attacking midfielder. He's an absolute monster on this game. But there is bad news, guys. We've only got 1 more year left in charge of this team, and we still haven't made them the world's best team. And if we want to make that happen, Atletico Madrid are the team to beat. I can't believe they beat Club Brugge 5-1, man. How did they beat them, but we didn't? But we are allowed 2 more spins of that wheel next season, so he is hoping we can finally put the nail in the coffin and make this team the best in the world. Well, here we go, guys. Spin number 1 of season number 10, and it is going to land on George Ilinic-Kennett. I think I've got that name right. Isn't he a striker? A French striker? Yes, he is, guys, and a very good one at that. 86 overall, and he's mid-20 still. I can't believe how young players like this are still at this stage in career mode. And he only cost us $73.5 million to sign as well. And that signing actually makes it official, guys. Our entire starting 11 and our entire bench are now finally filled with wonderkids. And the best thing about it is we still got 1 more signing to make. And I won't lie, I am hoping for Lamine Yamal because he is a big hitter. But let's see who we're going to get. Oh, Rooney Bargi. He's a right winger, just not Lamine Yamal. But Rooney Bargi's no slouch either, guys. 85 overall at 27 years old. He won't get ahead of Minter, but he'll defo do for squad depth. And as we sign Rooney Bargi for 50 million, he is officially our last signing of this takeover. And I think it's safe to say overall, we've done a half-decent job building this team. I mean, this starting 11 is easily the best in the world at this point, man. We just need that Champions League trophy win to prove it. But if we can't get that this season, at the very least, I want another Premier League title. I mean, we've won it twice over already. There's no reason why we can't make that a 3rd. And this is the perfect start, guys. We have won the Premier League title 3 times in a row. And we've once again won the Community Shield. And we've won the FA Cup. Oh my god, we got the treble already. But we didn't win the Carabao Cup. Oh my god, man. I can't believe we've gone 10 seasons with this team and we haven't won this competition once. But we can win the Champions League as we are through to the round of 16 automatically. And that's where we beat AC Milan 4-2. And we've smashed Frankfurt 7-3. And we've smashed Brighton 5-1. We're playing Arsenal in the final. Oh my god, guys, do not let me down. We've won the Champions League. We beat Arsenal 2-1 in the final. We have finally made wonderkid FC the world's best team. And when you look at these stats, it just becomes so obvious how we did it. I mean, look at Bellingham, for goodness sake. 46 goals, 18 assists in 66 games. That's insane. And guys, this is the final look at the wonderkid team that we built. And you know what's actually insane? Pelletier isn't a wonderkid, but he grew to 91 overall anyway. I mean, this guy was a monster in the end. But at the end of this takeover, Moukoko was our top goal scorer, Bellingham was our top assister, and we won 10 trophies in total. And that's the end of this video, guys. If you have enjoyed it, be sure to leave it a like, smash that subscribe button if you're new, and if you want to watch more content, click here to watch this full movie I did with Chelsea.